Get ready with me while I introduce myself. I have a lot of new followers on here, and I literally never do introduction videos. Or maybe I do, and I just always say I never do introduction videos, but my name is Haley Victor. Hi, so glad you're here. I am a country music singer, songwriter, and yeah, that's what I do, that's what I love. And I've always been singing. Literally, my parents always say I was singing before I could talk, which, I mean, I don't know if I believe that, but that's what I've been told my whole life. And yeah, I've always loved country music. That's like all my mom listened to growing up. My dad, he listened to old country too, but he loved like old rap too, but that didn't click with me. I'm not a rapper, so uh obviously y'all know what clicked, but yeah, I've been singing my whole life. I joined choirs in elementary school, middle school, all that jazz. In high school I did choir too, but then I quit like my sophomore or junior year to be on a lacrosse team instead. And I'm actually so glad that I did that, even though I definitely love singing more than I love lacrosse. Um, it was just the right move. I learned so much more from lacrosse than I did from high school choir, or from another year of high school choir, I should say, when I had already done like two. So, yeah. But I've been performing since, I mean, a lot more since I was like 21, and I'm 23, almost 24 now, which is crazy. I'm getting old, but yeah, I started performing in high school. I would do like national anthems at high school games, at wrestling matches. Yeah, my first paid gig was actually like a state wrestling tournament because my brothers all wrestled, and I sang at like a high school match, and somebody saw me and was like, "Hey, you're good. Could we pay you to sing at a state tournament?" And I said yes, and that was my first gig. I think I made like $100, $150 for a national anthem, which I was like, holy, they're paying me that just to sing a 2-minute song? That's crazy. So I was so happy about that. But I've obviously had some bigger opportunities since then that I'm really grateful for. But yeah, I was on American Idol this most recent season, not the one that is airing right now, but the one that aired last season, last year, this time, I guess. Oh, why am I out of breath? Oh my gosh. Whew. But, yeah, I auditioned. I had some producers reach out to me, asked me to audition. I auditioned, sang for Carrie Underwood, Luke Bryan, Lionel Richie, got a golden ticket, went to Hollywood Week, and then they sent me home. In Hollywood Week, I was cut in the first round of cuts, and as sad as that was, it's a-okay. At that point, I had like just gotten married, and so it was hard for me to like be away from my husband at that point, and I don't know. It's all in God's hands. So, as much as I would have loved to go further in the show, wasn't God's will, so it didn't happen, and that's okay. But yeah, I actually auditioned for American Idol lots and lots of times before I was on it last season. My parents are really, really supportive and have always been really supportive. And so they actually drove me like to different states several times to audition. Me and my mom went on a road trip to Denver to audition, Utah to audition, and Texas to audition. And Texas, in those auditions, I actually got a golden ticket in high school. And they were like, okay, this is great. We'll reach out to you for future filming dates. And then never reached out. So, I don't know what happened there. It was around COVID, so I'm not sure if that had anything to do with it or if they just didn't like me. But yeah, that obviously didn't work out, and then I ended up going a little bit further on the show several years later. But yeah. Also, when I say we road tripped to these places, some of you are like, you road tripped to Utah? Don't you live in Utah? I'm from New Mexico. That's where I was born and raised. That's where my family still is. And so, yeah, we drove from New Mexico to those places to audition. And yeah, lots of time, money on my parents' part that I'm very grateful for, that they've I guess, devoted to supporting me and my music. So, yeah. I started posting on TikTok. Wow, this is like a really long video. I started posting on TikTok and doing singing stuff. Probably 2023 is when I first started. Actually, it's probably more like 2024 is when I posted my first stuff. And yeah, it was really, really out of my comfort zone. I felt really funny, like, posting on social media, because I've always known I wanted to sing, and, like, I've always loved singing. But I'm not somebody who likes to be like, yeah, like, I think I'm really good at singing, so I'm gonna post videos. Like, to me, it always kind of seemed like, hey, look at me, look at what I can do. And it definitely, like, is that way, but at the same time, you gotta do what you gotta do to promote yourself, because no one's gonna promote yourself for you. So if I don't promote what I want and go for what I want, no one's gonna do it for me. So I had to start posting. And within a year, I think by the end of my first year of posting, I had like 45,000 followers, which I was so grateful for and very surprised by. And now I'm almost at 100, another year later, which is awesome. I would love to get to 100 so soon. My birthday is like this month, and I'd love to get there by the 22nd. That's my birthday. That'd be a great birthday gift for me from you guys. But yeah, I'm so grateful for everyone who's like supported and followed along on this music journey of mine, because it's really just what I want to do. Like, I dropped out of school. I was in college pursuing a teaching degree, and I dropped out when I got married because I realized, like, there's only two things I see myself doing in this life, and that's being a mother and singing. And I have faith in myself that I can make money to support my family singing, and so that's what I want to do, and I want to pursue it, like, while I have the best opportunity to, and that's right now. So yeah, I'm very, very grateful for all of my followers and who've helped me get to this point. I have some exciting music stuff coming up this summer that I'm gonna share with y'all soon. And yeah, I would love to know, like, what questions you guys have about my music journey or about me personally. I'm so, so grateful for you guys, and I need to make more videos like this, but I'm gonna finish getting ready, and love you.